Hey guys, so I just wanted to pop in here. We're kind of right in the middle of prep week, and what I wanted to chat about today is nothing to do with the workouts. I think when we all sort of join this, our focus is on the workouts and what workout program we're going to choose and when we're going to work out, and that's sort of what you envision yourself doing is the workouts. And while they are important, I have to tell you, this stuff right here is where you are going to see the results. Okay? I'm just noticing I have like snot on me or something. It's not my own, I swear. Um, this is how you are going to see results. I say it all the time, but you could literally work out for hours a day, consistently, every single day for 2, 3, 4 hours. But if you are not eating the right foods, you are never going to see the results. So it is not enough to join this challenge group and start a workout program and finish that workout program, but never stick to the nutrition. You aren't going to get anywhere. Yes, your heart will be healthy from exercising and you'll have those feel good endorphins. But if you have goals as far as like transforming your body and a weight loss goal, you're not going to get there. So that's kind of the reality of this. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about the containers and just how important these are, because I tell you, every single group I will follow up with someone and they haven't really used their containers, or they kind of had a look at what those were all about, but they haven't really started using them. So you need to take this week to familiarize yourself with these containers and your eating plan. This is really old. Like, this is from 2.5 years ago when I first started. So yours probably looks a lot different. If you ordered the All Access Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack, I believe you do get an eating plan similar to this. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's still going to give you, the breakdown of how to calculate your containers and the calorie guide, all that sort of thing, as well as a list of all the foods that go into each container. So everything is in this. This is like your Bible. I keep this in my drawer beside my oven. I don't know why, it's just that's where it is. And because it has really good recipes in there for seasoning. So I use these seasoning mixes for everything. So it's just always right there. It's like my Bible. It's disgusting. It has like food on it and it's falling apart. But this is something you guys really need to read front and back. I've read it front to back many, many times. So if you are a previous challenger of mine, get your little book out and read through it again. It's just going to give you some more motivation, and there's probably some things in it that maybe you had sort of forgotten and you just need a little bit of a refresher. So read this. Super important, okay? You have to use these containers. You have to. It is not confusing. I know it might seem that way at first, and you're thinking like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna like use these for every meal? It's really, really simple. Like when I'm making a salad, for instance, for lunch, I just am chopping my veggies and my lettuce like I normally would, and instead of just putting it right into the bowl, I put it in here first, and then I put it into the bowl, and then I fill it again, and then I put it into my bowl. And then if I'm putting chicken into my salad, I cut up my chicken, put it in here, dump it in my bowl. And you would be surprised at how much food you can get into these containers. If you chop up chicken and put it in this, it is a lot of chicken. I personally was never eating that much chicken. There's also foods that obviously are not going to fit in a container, like eggs. So you have to read the meal plan because that will explain those sort of things. So 2 eggs is the equivalent to 1 red container. 10 asparagus spears is the equivalent to 1 green container. So there's a whole bunch of those little things that you really need to take note of. Your blue container for your cheese, your hummus. Mine's got dry oatmeal in it here. That's a lot of cheese. Actually, if you grate up some cheese and stick it in there, like if you're gonna have tacos one night or pizza and you put your cheese in there to measure it, it actually is a decent amount of cheese. And I don't like hummus, but I tried it before and I put hummus in here. It's like a ton of hummus. So you can use half your container too. Like if you do like having hummus with your veggies, you can just use half of your hummus and the other half cheese or whatever. Also almonds. Probably I have almonds every single day, and 12 almonds is the equivalent to 1 blue container. So don't fill your blue container up with almonds. It's 12. So you really need to look at that guide to really make sure. The one thing we wish was bigger, all of us, is our yellow container. Of course, we wish it was bigger. We love our carbs. Unfortunately, it's not any bigger, but it's this size for a reason, and this is the serving that we need to have. So, you know, my oatmeal is always one of my yellows, and I fill this up with cooked oatmeal, and that is 1 yellow. If you are measuring out dry oatmeal, okay, so dry oatmeal, do not use this, because when it is cooked, it expands. So you will actually be eating more than 1 serving. So if you are going to measure out dry oatmeal, you can actually use this. I do have a post about that this week if this confuses you, but this is what you can use for dry oatmeal, because when it is cooked, it equals this. So just a little trick for you guys. And then of course the orange container, which salad dressing, seeds, like coconut milk, I think, and stuff. There's a few little things that you use this for. Usually I use it for some sesame seeds or coconut. I do like having coconut in my Greek yogurt or sprinkled on some fruit, and homemade salad dressings are go in here as well. You want to be able to fit the container on, okay? So if you are filling up your container and it's sort of heaping, you want to make sure you can get that lid on, and that is a serving. If you are continually filling your containers a little bit higher than they should be, you're overeating and you're going to be taking in more calories every single day. So, you know, that is going to end up, you're going to end up gaining weight or, you know, maintaining at the worst. So make sure that you can get that lid on and all the food fits in there. Obviously, you don't have to be eating out of your containers. I do eat my fruit out of this because it's just easy, but it's not like I'm going to cut up my chicken and then eat my chicken in here and my potatoes are in here and I sit like that at dinner. I don't. I put it all onto a plate, and you will seriously be surprised when you see how much food it is that you get. And, you know, some of you, especially if you're in the higher calorie brackets, it's a ton of food, but make sure you guys eat all the food that you are supposed to be eating. Your body needs it. Your metabolism needs it. You do not want to be under eating. It is not going to make you, you won't lose the weight quicker, okay? We'll talk more about that as we get into things, but for right now, know how many containers you get each day. I know I get 2 of these every single day, okay? Know how many you get so that you can start to plan out your days next week. And we'll go over meal planning a little bit more later on this week, but I just really want you guys to understand how serious the containers are and the eating plan part of it. It's people every round, you know, don't get the results that they want, and it all comes down to their containers. They didn't follow the nutrition plan. So follow this. It works. Trust the program, okay? If all of this seems overwhelming to you, if starting a fitness program and the meals and clean eating and the group, if it all is super overwhelming for you, if that's just your personality, I totally understand. So what I want you to do is just start simple. Don't even worry about the workouts then. That can come in later. You can incorporate that into week 2 if you need to. I want you to just focus on the containers for now. If you can't kind of get everything all in line for Monday, just focus on your food, because you can get amazing results without even working out, okay? That's the truth of it. You will start to shed pounds just from changing your nutrition. Of course, the workouts are so important because that is sort of what helps you kind of stay motivated and just makes you feel good and gives you the toning and the energy. But at the end of the day, the nutrition is so important. So I just want to make sure you guys realize just the value of all of this and why it's so important for you guys to take some time and really familiarize yourself with this. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to me, and I will probably be back in the next couple of days with another video. Okay, bye.